Sammy.
That's right, Sammy.
Yeah, the old Sammy. Old Sammy Mosey out here,
Okay, so Drew,
Oh, that's right.
Drew, when I would DM, I would have to like practice these voices in the car or like in the shower or somewhere where there was a semblance of privacy for a few minutes. But now I'm just gonna imagine you like driving around Little Rock talking to yourself in Sammy's voice.
Go over here. Get me some.
I tell you what, now you better not now go out there and go out there to Walmart at night now. No, yo.
One more.
Killed it.
Gerbo's
Zach.
good
about
job.
to make some very bad decisions
Killed
in
it.
this Swamp Witch encounter.
This Redwood Empire got killed.
Gerbo is about to ruin the Swamp Witch encounter now.
I chugged it.
Finish that. You haven't had that redwood that long.
No, I got it from a friend.
Was it that good?
Yeah, it was good.
I
That's
have.
good.
I mean, it's just regular MGP. Like I have redwood.
Yeah, it's it's 90 proof, so it's more drinkable.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh, bye, Sydney.
Bye. Good seeing y'all.
Yeah, this one's also 90. It's tasty until you put it next to something with substance, and then all the flavor goes away.
Yes, if everyone is on roll 20 or looking at it,
Drew, can you spell this guy's name? Oh, there we go, Sammy. Yes.
Sammy Moisey.
Yeah, I know. It was like my brain.
A bit of a Skinner.
That's right.
I now live off the land now.
There it is. That's him.
Grew up right now around the swamp now whole my life. My brothers, sisters, cousins. My aunts and uncles.
Hey, Sydney's in the shower, so this is for you, Garrett.
Oh, we don't have the camera. Hold on, flip back.
Let's go.
Y'all about to ruin some stuff.
Let's go.
Y'all about to make some bad choices.
D&D's that had to be sick.
You know, Brett could be recording this.
I am.
Honestly,
Perfect.
that's so good.
I started
Good.
when you started talking about the recap.
Okay, perfect.
20 years from now, my child finds this on some kind of rebirth of E-Bomb's world.
They'll think you're way cooler for it. They'll
Oh,
love
man.
it. Yeah.
E-Bomb's World, the equivalent of E-Bomb's World. That's great. That's pretty
It's just
funny.
going to be 4chan again.
Yeah, I'm going to get on the Discord on my computer.
Gone. Now that he's gone, let's kill him. Oh, wait, he's back.
My video going? Here we go.
Going.
I guess if Alien is the designated driver for this Swamp Witch adventure.
Not good.
Not good.
So,
We're very good.
who can...
Is it not showing?
No, it's not showing. It's just loading. Oh.
Wah. Wah. D&D stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, 20 minutes for my computer to even load Discord, so we'll see if this happens.
I just wanted to ask if anyone wanted to recap what happened last time.
So we were in the wake of we were in the aftermath of having defeated the corrupted druids from the Wind Temple and the giant bird that fell down in the town. And the monster, the weird other dimensional monster that just kind of got away from us and is probably still out there somewhere. And all the townspeople, after hearing an inspiring speech from Brondir. Were taken back to Lord Ed's manor, where they were refugees, and he was feeding them and helping them get back on their feet. And Gerbo and Brondir and Chella made their way back to the manor, and there were like some side things, like Aphelion hung out with Grandmother Willow for a little while. Or no, we named her
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa.
No.
It's like, Drew, people never forget this. People never forget these things.
Mother Teresa.
He goes,
Okay.
"Oh."
Canon. So Aphelion hung out with Mother Teresa, and Brondir tried but failed to break into Nadia?
Yeah.
Nadia's
Nadia.
box. Sorry, that didn't sound right.
But there was some magic.
Correct. It was sealed very tightly. Lord Ed told us which direction to head, and that we should ask for Sammy to be our guide into the swamp, since we all decided together that it would be worthwhile talking to the Swamp Witch about, in particular, about like the Mount Horn Pelora and the nature, the forces of nature that kind of governed the planet before they got here, and maybe she has some intel that will help us fight off the invaders.
Yes, and maybe she'll give us our heart's desire.
I'm doubting it.
Also, if I remember right, the maestros suggested that the witch might know about the gods that might also exist in the elemental
That's
plane.
what I was.
Oh,
That's kind of what I was.
the
Yeah,
other
like the
gods.
forces of nature. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
the original gods of not
Correct.
Palan, but the whole planet.
Yes. The old gods, if you will.
The pagan gods. The pagan gods.
Mm.
At least,
Ew.
yeah, in the sense of this world, correct.
The old gods.
Who the druids kind of still worship in a roundabout way.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I leave, Drew? Did I leave out any other major details?
Mm-mm. No,
We're
you
making
guys
our way
have,
through the swamp, though.
that's
Yeah.
correct. You have met up with Sammy.
He's
Who
pretty
is,
close to the swamp.
Yeah.
Relatively, yeah. Like, you would say probably within, half a day's travel, you'll be at the swamp, or at least in the beginnings of it.
Cool. Can you indicate on the map over here where we are?
He did. Sammy's cabin is
Oh,
that little blue thing.
Yeah.
oh, I see it. Oh, nice.
I drew that in.
I had to zoom in pretty far, but I like it. Oh, you drew
Yes.
this little house?
Yes. I took
Nice.
some liberty. Drew
Nice.
granted me some liberty.
Nice. Okay, great. So Sammy and his pipe did he agree to go with us?
He's gonna take us to her. I don't think he's gonna take
And
us all
how
the
much
way.
and how much should we pay him?
If I remember right, up front, you were going to pay him.
Half.
I think it was. Well, it was like. I think he arranged the deal was like 10 gold now and 20 gold later. He wanted 15 up front,
Right.
15
there
later.
was a fair amount of bargaining over this, and the total was the same regardless. And I think
Yeah.
I think I griped about that.
Yeah, like it's basically paying now versus later.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case he killed us or something. In which I guess he would get all of our gold anyway.
Zach, are you having trouble connecting? That'll be a yes.
That's probably
Yeah, I can hear y'all, but I can't get the screen to work, so I'm trying to do other avenues.
Okay.
I may be able to get my Roll20 screen to work, and then just use that. But I don't know.
Do we
Discord
have
is
any
weird.
spooky swamp music?
Spooky swamp.
So here's the
music.
thing. We cannot use rhythm note or groovy anymore because YouTube had a hissy fit about copyrights.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. But that being said, there are
Freaking YouTube, man.
right. I should have actually prepared this sooner. Let's see. I just don't like messing with a jukebox.
We gotta get y'all on Spotify.
Like, I mean, I've got Spotify. Let's see. I'm gonna look for a playlist real quick.
I didn't know where that went.
Yeah, I don't think an alien nightclub is quite what I'm going for.
Oh. I mean, you the DM boss.
Marriage Journey. Well, that's just perfect.
Carriage Journey. Oh,
Sounds good.
that is perfect.
So, oh, damn it.
Janet?
Here you go. Okay. There we go. All right. So you guys are setting off from Sammy's house. Sammy's now in the carriage with you guys.
Nice.
I would imagine that part of the conversation a lot of the conversation would be Sammy and Ephelion talking very excitedly about skinning animals and all the
Yes,
techniques that come with that.
That's great.
All Sammy has with him is this pipe, the clothes on his back, and then a couple of bags slung on his shoulder. Oh, and his hat and staff, I forgot to mention.
I love it.
I think Cello wants to ask Sammy somewhere along the way. So, have you met her before? Have you actually gone and seen her?
Oh no, I ain't never spoken to our witch now, but I know folk who have.
And what do they tell you?
Ones that can talk speak of some human, some look like a lizard person. They can take other forms, but I've seen. Huh?
A lizard person.
Ah.
Are these like are there lizard creature kind of things that are like known in our world?
Either that would be either nature or history check.
I guess I'll roll nature. It'll take me a second. Okay. I always go to abilities and saves, but it's under skills. Nature. Well. Okay. That won't help.
Nope.
What sorts of things has she done to the people that have come back to you?
Or sometimes they come back not human anymore. They They've been transformed into animals of different kinds. Still others are missing parts of themselves. Or my cousin Lenny had his arm gone.
But there were others who came back and they seemed fine.
Oh yeah. There are a few I've seen. Count on my hand. A few that came back with money, or came back that had
What did they do? What did they do differently? What did they seek or ask her for?
That I'm not sure now, miss. It just seems to be more based on the witch's whims at the time now. Some offer their different baubles and trinkets, trying to appease her, but she takes so few.
Well, I hope that we find her in good spirits today.
Oh, my
Very keen on.
cousin Lynette, she took a particular interest in his right arm for whatever reason, and so that became the basis for their deal.
Well, I'm not very keen on losing any one of my 4 limbs today, so hopefully we have something more interesting to offer her. Perhaps a gnome. Perhaps she would love a gnome to stay with her in the swamp.
I would totally agree.
Can't say I've ever seen a smaller fella like yourself, my gnome. I've seen one in person.
Well, I do get that a lot. Although I hope I also don't lose a limb.
Yes. The two.
Although I do have some requests I'd like to make from her, but maybe that will just be between she and I.
Or perhaps it should just be between you and yourself, Gerbo. We are going here as a group with a group agenda, and I will not risk having this witch enraged by one of your selfish, childish schemes.
Can we only make one request as a group, or do we all individually get our own requests?
I take a very few groups in now. Well, with Lord Ed, most recently, he only had his one request. I do not know if the others that were with him, guardsmen and such, were affected. But I've also heard tales of multiple people being given separate requests.
Well, I've seen what happens when you get what your heart desires, and I don't necessarily know if that's what I want right now.
I will tell you now, travelers, that I believe her mood has darkened as of late. Used to before that those who trespassed into her domain without knowledge were quickly chased out by some creature or another. Now, no one escapes it.
Oh, well, this is... Wow, I mean, that would have been good to hear before we embarked on such a journey.
Right, before we pay you enough.
But as all witches are, they have a bit of this one. He also has a bit of a wild temperament.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, excuse me, sorry, miss. Did I mean to speak of you?
It's okay, Sammy. She's very sensitive to the words wild.
Stella just bares her fangs half-heartedly. Is there anything that you can tell us that may help us gain her favor? The quest that we are on is of eternal, existential importance.
Is there anything that she relies on or draws power off of that may be a danger on this plane?
What I know, she communes with the land and the swamp, and that includes the mushrooms and the rotten and the not so rotten.
Did you say the mushrooms?
I did, ma'am.
Oh, here we go. The rest of our carriage ride's gonna be talking about all about the mushrooms.
Hold your tongue on things you don't understand, dwarf. What do you mean she communes with mushrooms?
One of the creatures that wanders her domain, no better word for it, they are guardians. They are skeletons that are animated using, I think, the fungi.
Oh, okay. Chella's rolling Arcana to see if that description. That all sounds very familiar to her school of magic. Are
It
these
is.
kind of
It is
like-
very familiar.
The witch is actually your aunt.
Oh shit.
or like an outcast, like a long lost relative or a coven or something.
Chella, I believe maybe this witch is your long lost twin.
It's your mother
Yes.
reincarnate.
Don't y'all have a weird thing with siblings?
I will deal with you and your quick tongue later, Master Gerbo. Chella's brooding. Chella needs to think. I need to think.
Chella's upset.
Sammy's just lighting his pipe again.
Oh, so pause. Whenever I was listening to last session, if there was ever a name for the session, it would be "Brooding is a free action," which was what was said.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good.
It's like can I go back and brew and brew is what you said, and Drew said brood,
Rude.
and Brett said brooding is a free
Yeah.
action. And it was hilarious.
Brett always
forgot
has the
it.
best
That's
comeback.
great.
Brooding. If we had like a sticker set or merch or something, that would be something that went on it.
Brooding is always a free action.
Brooding
Yes.
is a free action,
Yes.
and does that apply to real life?
So, Aphelion has been brooding this whole time, and she suddenly speaks up. For whatever reason, she wasn't paying any attention until now.
Weird.
Yeah. And she says when we speak to this witch, if she is a practitioner of magic from the outsiders, if she's a Malcor follower or whatever, we're going to kill her. And if she is a follower of the old gods or in any way can be an ally and she knows anything about the greater forces at work, we should be able to convince her to help us because we would have the same goals as her. Either way, there should be no need for ridiculous deals or costs with this witch. Garbo, you don't have to give her your arm. If she has reason to help us, we'll help us. She'll help us. And if she doesn't have reason to help us, then maybe we'll kill her.
I think
If-
we have reason to help her with these elemental temples. Our temple
Oh,
being so close.
I have to say now, you are mighty brave of you to presume you can kill the witch.
I'm gonna roll. What is it called? Intimidation. Is it when you try to convince somebody?
Charisma,
Persuasion.
persuasion.
Persuasion. Since we persuade so well. No. But since we have pretty much convinced everybody, even Beastbane himself, that we are of more importance than we actually are.
Beastbane. Sure,
Right.
we haven't heard from Beastbane.
Have you heard of us?
No, I've been living in my hut now for
My hut.
several months now.
Aphelion, can you show him the head that we have in that?
I'll ask him, have you heard of the infamous pirate called the Fright Worker that's ravaging the coast to the west?
I've heard tale of some pirates, yes.
I'm carrying his head in my bag.
Oh. Wow. My goodness now.
I'll spare you all the stench, but if you really want to see it, I'll show it to you.
Show it to me. I do not care. Stench.
I start pounding the carriage. Show it, show it, show it, show it.
All right, I'll pull out the 2-week-old severed head.
What do you call?
Now.
And you show it.
He'll even like lean over and sniff at it.
Whoa! What are you doing? Why would you sniff it? That's
Yeah.
so
That's a
weird.
real head now. Real Goliath head now.
Okay.
Did you not think it was real? Why would you think we were doing some sort of illusion?
Now I bet if folk who come to see the witch who speak grand and tall things, but very few offer any kind of tangible.
Well, that makes sense, but I don't really. I guess people are they trying to impress you or the witch?
They tried to press me in order to shave off some money off their payment.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I should have tried.
Well, it was our plan to kill you as soon as we get there anyway, so no need to shave off any payment.
Ha 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 ha!
And then very mediocre.
Sammy is a hermit. He might not understand sarcasm.
Why would you want to kill me? Oh, Sammy.
Like Aphelion
Yeah,
said.
Brongier, I didn't know we were trying to kill Sammy.
Like I said, it was sarcasm. It was
Oh,
supposed to be funny, Sammy. You're supposed to laugh at that.
it was a joke, Sammy.
You'll be surprised how many try to rob and beat old Sammy when they get to the swamp.
It was a joke, Sammy. Seriously. Come on.
How much farther?
Oh, I'd say it's been a couple hours, so I'd say you might have a few hours more of travel time. Just let me know if there's anything else you want to do. Otherwise,
I want Sammy to teach me a song.
okay.
I'm gonna pull up. I've got.
Nice.
And also teach me how to blow that pipe so that I get advantage on all future pipe rolls.
Hey,
Also, teach me how to ducky.
teach you how to what?
It was done. Sorry. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I know.
So if you want to learn piping, well, roll a performance.
I was trying to see if I had a game. I have a dice set. Oh, okay.
I mean, my piping skills ain't great.
Ain't great.
Yeah. You're doing it all wrong now. He's gonna try and show you again. So roll performance, but this time you have advantage.
If we actually had viewers on our Twitch stream, they would all be making jokes about laying pipe right now.
Oh, yes, 100%.
One day, Brett.
Yep, one day.
One day.
We get small.
But yes, you can make a performance check. once again. Brondir.
I'm not sure. My computer just died out of nowhere. So
Hey, huh?
definitely time to get a new computer. But,
You go.
Yeah, sounds as if.
so I rolled.
He rolled so bad on his pipe that he died.
And I rolled average. It was
While Brondir is figuring out how to work his pipe, I'm gonna break out the dice set.
Okay.
So I'm gonna break out my dice set here.
Yeah.
And that just showed you what tools I have. And I
Yes.
was gonna challenge. Sammy to a game of dice.
Oh, Sam.
Oh, yeah. You like the dice now. I play a little dice every once in a
Yes.
while. My business
Well,
is not
Sammy, I
built.
figured we could pass time by throwing some dice around, see who gets the highest score.
I guess they're just D6s.
Yep. How many d6s? How many d6s do you want to roll? This is a metagame right now.
how many dice?
I usually do is 3 die.
Well, what if we throw some dice and the highest roll wins 100 gold.
No, I don't have 100 gold now on me.
Well, we can just take it off of your tab. How's that?
Roll persuasion.
Grumble, stop and play dice. There's no way to get to the witch any faster.
Alright. So he's gonna roll his 3d6, and you're gonna roll 3d6. We're gonna see which one's higher.
Okay. Oh no!
Well, now I guess I get 100 gold now.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Double or nothing.
Lucky you. We'll add it. How about we add it to your tab at the end?
Very well.
100 gold.
So how much do we owe you now, Mr. Sammy?
Well, you've already paid me 15 gold. Now, well, no, 10. Yes. Oh, paid me 10. Yeah, 120 gold.
Wow. You really came up on that roll, didn't you?
I've been told I'm lucky.
Lucky Sammy. Well, Sammy, I hope we're lucky and we get to see the witch.
Now, okay. I know Brondir wanted to do pipe stuff.
Type stuff.
You just need to make another performance check. Because he's basically, you made your performance check attempting to smoke with his pipe, but you weren't doing good enough for him. So now he's going to show you some pointers. So you roll performance, and you'll have advantage.
Is it here?
Dice because my computer's still uploaded.
Dear God. Well,
Oh, no, it's not far away.
Could roll
I
a
still have it in my
D20.
bag. From my weekend in Austin.
I don't know where he went.
I grabbed my Dracard. I need to grab my Brondir dice, which I haven't rolled in person in a very long time.
true.
Go.
He's pretty jade.
And he smoked me.
Oh damn, I forgot you have inspiration now. Gotta remember that.
Who does? You're you?
Brondir.
Here does.
Nice.
He does. It was
I
actually from the
Nice.
speech he gave. Anyway.
Oh yeah, it was good speech.
rolled a 17.
Well done.
Can you hear him?
Oh, okay, what'd you say?
Rolled a 17.
Yeah, I guess.
Is that with advantage?
No, that was just straight on.
Go ahead and roll another. See if you get higher than that.
10.
So you-
Rolled a 17 and a 10.
okay, well, in that case, yeah, you are going to get, a +1 to all your pipe checks.
All right. Better than a plus nothing.
That's right.
Nice.
You're learning your way of the pipe craft,
Nice.
which could actually help in charismatic or persuasive situations. Maybe.
And I roll for a +2.
Cool.
hmm
If this was like Elder Scrolls, I would
Sorry, we
just
just
keep
lost
paying
access
them
to your
money to teach me over and over so I can keep gaining my +1s.
It's become just the pipe god.
Yes.
You just become Gandalf, where you're able to just like make all kinds of shapes and stuff.
Honestly, that's a life goal. So
It's a life goal.
Sweet.
All right, so I'll say that.
I
Huh?
gambled away 100 gold, so my
Yeah.
my day is done.
Colonel's just gonna go to sleep. It's over. So,
Sammy he was willing to work for free.
as you guys begin, or you guys are now approaching the swamp proper, and you're seeing. Well, like you can tell that a lot of the like it becomes far more damp, right? There's certainly a hot, humid air. You're all starting to pick up on. As you get closer, you see a long line of trees that are slowly sinking down, like sloping downwards. As you look further in, you're going to start seeing pockets of water. And Sammy's going to say, "Now we might want to start going by foot here, and maybe we can get you access to a boat."
All right.
didn't tell me anything about a boat. I should have known better being in the swamp.
Lead the way.
So he disembarks from the carriage. Yeah, you guys are going to tie up the horses to a tree, not too far off, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to kind of gesture down to you guys, and we're going to start sloping into the swamp proper. And I'll go ahead and just put up this image to kind of give you an idea
Nice. Okay. Cool.
of what it looks like. And let's see if I can find some decent background for that.
Looks like home.
I mean, yeah, I imagine
Yeah.
Bella would not feel out of place here. Might be maybe a little wetter, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think the redwoods is that boggy. Not coastal.
Might be a little too intense for just this second.
Very ominous.
Well, I mean, yeah.
The swamp. Sammy, what kind of animals are we going to encounter out here?
Oh no, there's all kinds of bugs, all kinds of mosquitoes, all kinds of critters, all kinds of gators, all kinds of. Sometimes you run into some apes.
Apes?
Apes.
I'm monkey now. You be in the trees.
Oh,
They don't normally bother down people.
At a
Then you
racist
gotta
boy.
watch out for the gators and the bears.
are the apes? Are they intelligent?
They're annoyance, as they ask me.
They're an annoyance. Yes. Well, that makes sense.
They speak common.
Oh no, don't think so. They just have their annoyance squawking.
Squawk.
If there was something called the Statue of Liberty, would they sink it? In the ocean?
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
What? See where you're going with that. So we just we start walking through the swamp.
Right.
We're following Sammy.
Okay.
Yes, so you guys are following Sammy, and he has kind of been sticking to the main path, trying to avoid water as he goes along. As you guys are getting deeper, you start to hear like just the buzzing of insects. And just the smell of stagnant water. Sammy appears to be pretty well in his element as he's kind of just guiding along ever deeper. Eventually, he ends up upon a wooden plank, like a where it looks to be like kind of like a bridge, and he beckons you guys to cross it.
Gerbo steps up.
Okay. He says, "Nah, this will be where my cousin, my cousin Tina is, and we can borrow one of her boats."
Your cousin lives this far into the swamp.
Did you say her name was Tina?
I did. Tina Mosey.
Very good.
Gerbo is going to. You said there was like a bridge.
Right, yeah, just like a basic wooden bridge.
What's
And
on
not
the
far
other
off
side
of it, there's going to be,
Oh, continue.
I was just going to say that on the site, as you are going over the bridge, you're going on over there, like it's got water and stuff like that. And at the end of the bridge looks like a small kind of house, dock house, I guess you could call it.
Okay, got it.
And spreading out across, like, from that onward, you see far deeper, like, kind of water, like swamp water with a bunch of heavy foliage. He says, Sammy says, if you wanna get into getting closer, you're gonna need a boat to go through that. He's gonna point out that way.
Okay. So then what I'll do is I'll step up on the bridge and kind of look around for the boats.
Yeah.
And then start walking towards the boat.
Yeah, you see about 4 boats. It looks like there could be space for 6. They are they look as if that they can seat 2 people normally.
Okay.
At least 2 normal sized people. I guess with Gerbo it'd be 3.
So is Tina gonna guide us out there with you, or are we just going to split up?
No, I'll still be guiding you. I'll just be borrowing her boat, and he's gonna put a little gold down, like on the bar side. Basically giving Tina her cut. Looks like Tina and her kin are out hunting right now.
I mean, it doesn't look like we'll all be able to fit into one craft, so how are we to navigate the boats? I just got on the first boat I'd ever been in a few weeks ago. Certainly
To
don't-
tie the ends, you got a rope.
Yeah.
Tie the ends.
All right. That works.
These aren't fan boats.
Sorry, what?
These are not high-speed fan boats.
No, they're just basic boats. They don't have any like you can row them.
Oh, I thought they were really
Nice.
fan boats.
Nice, cool. Okay.
All right.
So Gerbo and Brondier will hop in a boat.
With
Okay.
probably with
Sammy?
Sammy. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then
Or both.
we'll row. We'll all row.
Or both can
Okay.
sit in between us.
And then in the other boat is Chella Nephelian. Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So we sit down and then start rowing.
Okay.
Rowing, rowing, rowing.
Row, row your boat.
Rowing, rowing, rowing. Row boat. Roll them out, roll them out, roll them out, roll them out. Row boat. Roll them out, roll them out.
Bro,
Roll 'em
3
out,
hours.
row boat.
Yes. Drew, please advance
3
us.
hours.
I'm trying my best. And
I'm
so
trying.
A love boat.
you guys are now progressing deeper into the swamp. And let me see here. Let me show you kind of another image.
Did you turn your brightness up? Oh, nice.
Cool. I like
Yeah.
it.
So yeah, there's a lot of tree cover. You guys are gonna have to be careful navigating around in this water.
Yeah.
You can also ignore that this man actually is not a part of anything. He just simply is a part of the art.
Okay.
You don't actually see anyone like that.
Can you resend it one more time?
Oh, that guy.
As we go along, Chala's gonna call up to Sammy and say, Sammy, when we're say a league from where you plan to leave us, would you please let me know? I'll need to do something before we get much closer.
Now it'll probably be about a good hour and a half now, before we get to before we get to the edge of her territory.
Just
Gerbo,
let me
that's
know when
plenty of
we're.
time for you to.
What?
I was gonna say, Gerbo, that's plenty of time for you to win back your money.
Yeah.
True. Sammy, you interested?
Sammy didn't even hear you as he's kind of just scanning the waters, looking around.
Sammy, what should I be looking out for here?
Look for anything in the
Alligators?
moving in the water.
I'm going to make a perception check.
I do have swamp as a favorite terrain, by the way.
Oh shit.
Nice. Nice. Could you send us the thing what that grants you?
It's gonna be so.
Yeah.
Doesn't slow our travel. That's handy. Can't get
Right.
lost. That's very handy.
Yeah. Unless by magical means.
Remain alert to danger. Yeah, that's true. You can move stealthily at a normal pace. Oh, if you're traveling alone.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
That's great.
So, Aphelion, you're probably pretty at home with this area. You're pretty used to this type of terrain. As you guys are kind of going deeper in, so Brondir and Gerbo, you guys are actually you hear the insects, you hear trees kind of creaking and moaning, you hear the sounds of stuff splashing in the water. But at this exact moment, as you guys are starting and venturing into the swamp, you don't hear or see anything that would set alarm bells for you.
I continue rowing then.
I think Chella is gonna do an Arcana check. Looking as we roll, kind of like as a perception thing for any signs of familiar circle of spores kind of magic, because I mean, you know,
Yeah.
we build little little shrines throughout our territories in the forest, and you know, we have certain mushrooms that we tend to favor. So she's just gonna be looking for any traces of
Okay.
like, familiar. Oh wow.
So Chella, as you're looking for those telltale signs of fungi or shrines that you might have been placed by someone within your circle. You do find some fungi kind of arranged in these patterns that you're expecting, but it's not the right kind of fungi. It's not the type you're expecting.
Okay, how is it? Is there anything important or informative about how it's different?
Well, the type of fungi is strange to you
Okay.
because it's not been used in your circles.
Because this is a different swamp. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But it does seem to be similar. You don't see anything that currently leads to any kind of, say, shrine, though.
Okay.
I'd say
are
at this
the
point,
patterns-
Huh?
Are the patterns themselves informative? Like, would they be ones that we use to mark a trail or to warn of danger, or is it following like a system of information or a code?
It seems to be following a code, but you can't decipher it.
Okay. Okay. So it's familiar, but it's not exactly the same. Okay.
Right. That might, make your character more comfortable or less.
Yeah. Chella, less. Chella is not a naturally trusting person.
Yeah. So as you guys are going along, it's now been about an hour, 15 minutes. That's when Sammy is gonna say, tell the group, well, getting close to her domain now.
Would you be able to stop at that tree over there, Sammy? At that one over there with that swirling lichen on it?
I could, yeah. He pulls the boat over and parks it by that tree.
So Chella's gonna hop out and walk up to the base of the tree and kind of study the pattern, and she kind of shifts around and looks over her shoulder self-consciously. And then she's gonna kind of drop down on her knees at the roots of the tree and run her fingers through the swampy, miry earth and start breathing in and out slowly and start to commune with nature and try to connect with the swamp, with this tree and with the swamp, and to like sense the magic that's in this area.
Could you
and
show me commune with nature?
commune with nature? It's not a spell. This is just the kind of thing that we've been narratively doing.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. I think there is a commune with nature spell, but
Probably. Okay. So yeah, we have been doing this narratively. You're correct. So Chella, whenever you tap into this tree and commune with the swamp in this area, you're gonna sense a kind of like it's a normal swamp, like just all throughout this area, but there's an area that you specifically cannot access.
okay.
It's the area ahead, and it's no matter what you do, it's like you're trying to sense, it's like you're sensing nothing in that area, in that section of the swamp.
Okay. And is anything trying to sense me or connect with me?
Roll wisdom.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, not good. Okay.
As you're trying to poke and prod at this area that you can't, that's essentially a magical void for your senses. You feel just the faintest sense that something or someone is watching you in return.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of swiftly pull her hands out of the dirt and straighten up and brush off her cloak and look back to the boat and make her way back to the boat and say, I think that you have found us a witch, Sammy, and I think that she knows exactly where we are. And I have a sense that she is extremely powerful as they say, and that there is some connection that I don't completely understand to my circle, and that makes me very uncomfortable.
Well, nah, I told you I'd get you to the witch, nah. And now why? He'll kind of kick off from the tree and start paddling his way. And you're actually going to see some land. Like dry-ish land. And Sammy's going to point up, and he's going to point up to like the canopy above you guys. He's going to say, "Now look over there." He's going to point to his right, and look over there. He's going to point to his left, and you see these. It looks like decorations, trinkets, but they appear to be made of bone or moss or fungi. It's like a mixed mash of all of it, but the bones are the main structures. They're kind of hanging in the trees. And he says, "This is the marker. It's the beginning of her territory."
Mm.
And he's gonna park the boat at the land. And he's gonna say, "It's why I'm gonna wait for you now."
All right.
Gerbo exits and looks back at Sammy and says, Hopefully we come back with all of our limbs.
Ah, that would be good now. Don't end up like a Lenny. Or Marlon. Or Marsha.
What?
Or
What?
Paul.
What? What do you just said it was just one.
Ah, it was what I thought of anyway. Other folk lost, other people in my family lost limbs out there, the gators and such. Not always because of the witch.
Oh. Well, if a gator eats me, both of us will die. And I look at Brondir. He's muted.
We'll make sure that doesn't happen.
All right. Well,
Be careful
And-
out there.
I look at Chella and I said, Are we good to start walking in?
we've come this far. Thalian?
Yep.
All right. Let's go. Let go.
Lego.
All right.
We
guys-
start making our way in.
You
See how
guys.
y'all can hit from outside the swamp? Can't even get in. I go.
What?
I'm singing Look at Me Now. It's the intro to Look at Me Now.
Look at me now.
So you guys are now on more shore footing than previously, but there's still some water about, and oh right, I should just say from Samia, you just need to go straight from here now. You will find her abode, probably.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm trying to think if there's any like clever thing that I can do to protect us or alert us as we go in, but I really don't think there is. I think we just
What
go
we
for it.
have are your connection with spores, our willingness to protect this realm, and the hope that she would be interested in one or both of those things. Everything else from here is simply fate.
I want to know who this person is that is wielding our power and why. And how she does it so powerfully. There's so much I don't understand now.
All right.
One way to find out.
Yep.
You guys press deeper. Let's see. As you guys cross the barrier, you immediately get a greater sense of tension overcomes all of you. Without realizing it, the hairs on the back of your necks are standing up. But you proceed onward into the swamp. Iphelion, as you guys are proceeding into the swamp, and I would say it's probably been 20, 30 minutes. Your familiarity with swampland gives you kind of a rougher idea of what to expect or where to look when you might notice certain threats. And as you guys are getting closer to what looks like an old, dilapidated bridge, you see something bigger in the water. I'll go ahead and switch maps. Let me get everybody.
This is the bridge.
I mean, it's dilapidated, so
Yep. This is the bridge we walked across, correct?
No, this is we're deep in this.
Oh, we're deeper now. Sorry.
That was hours
Right.
ago.
Sorry.
Yeah. Different place. This place has its own map, crying out loud.
Right?
I'll put you guys here, I think. But anyway, Aphelion, you see something kind of in the southern half of the water along the bridge, or south of the bridge.
Okay, I guess I'll try to perceive what it is.
Hey, what do you FIC?
Roll perception. Okay. So it's kind of slowly moving under the water, but it looks like a large, like, green mass kind of moving along in the water from your perspective up here. But you think it looks to be about the size of well, let me see. You think it might be, well, in class size, a huge beast.
Oof.
Great.
Felian made a perception roll. Good.
Okay, I'll alert everyone and draw my bow.
For the moment, it doesn't appear to be making any active, like, movements towards you guys on land.
Perhaps I could try to charm it or put it at ease before it notices us. What do you think, Aphelion?
It's worth a try.
Jella's gonna cast Dominate Beast on this thing.
And what's the save that it has to make?
16.
On
Wisdom,
what?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay. Let's see here. You cast Dominate Beast on this creature, and whenever it makes contact with the creature, you feel the spell just fizzle out.
Oh, great. Okay.
It felt as if there may have been another element going on to that.
Like it's not a beast.
More like there was outside interference.
Yeah, this thing's like under her protection. And Chella is not as strong, is the message I keep getting. Great. Does the beast seem to react in a negative way? Does that provoke it?
When you do that,
Dang it. Sorry, guys.
it begins to move more rapidly. Still underwater, though. It hasn't come up yet. But it does seem to be moving closer. So, like previously... Can you see this? You probably can't.
I don't see anything.
It's like here.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's here.
That's it. I'm going for it. Let's sprint across the bridge.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Gonna do a dash for it.
Yeah. And my dash is double my speed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is going to be 70 feet. So I would make it to right there if I were successful.
Wait, why do you have 69 at 105? Shouldn't you have higher health than that? What?
I should.
We've taken long rests and stuff.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, yeah, I need to do that.
There you go. Make sure to apply your long rests.
How do I do that again?
Okay, Brondir, I want you to go back to about here.
Where?
Oh, sorry. Here.
How about?
No,
You can just move his token wherever you want it.
I guess you've got a good point. Yeah. Brondir, as you're reaching that section of the bridge,
No, I gotta cross it. I'm making this worse on myself, huh?
Yeah, you are. Never split the group. You've been playing D&D for like 3 years. You know better.
You know better
you're
than
gonna
to provoke
see
the DM.
you're gonna see a giant, an enormous monster splash out of the water
Awesome.
and make its way onto the dockyard and make its way onto. Oh, geez, nope, it's not what I wanted.
It's about to be some X-Files shit.
X-Files.
Oh,
Going down.
Oh, all right.
Dang.
It's going to attempt to reach you with one of its claws.
Oh, frigalick.
So make a strength saving throw.
Come on, Brondir. Ooh.
You have advantage on those?
I have advantage on strength saving throws.
Oh, you do? Oh, thank God. Okay,
That's
that
why
helps.
the other one's blurred out.
Oh.
Okay. The creature tries to grab you and drag you in, but does not succeed. So instead, it's going to make a claw attack.
God! Been waiting for this all day.
Let's see.
Bust into rage.
Of course.
It's Raging Man.
It's
Let's see if an
raging
attack
man.
hits. No, that is a miss. Okay. And
Why
with that,
did it?
we're going to roll initiative.
Roll.
Let's go.
Oh, I forgot I gotta hit select myself.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Select. Great.
Ooh,
Um,
bad Chella.
As this thing is like roaring and trying to eat Brondir, Chella yells to Aphelion, "What is that thing?"
Do I know?
It looks an awful lot like a bear. but definitely not like.
Right. It's
But
the,
also like a man.
it's the annihilation bear.
It's a
and also
big
and also
bear
like a
man.
pig. But also like a pig.
No.
It's a big man bear.
Is it an elemental?
Bearman pig.
It's the terrifying annihilation bear.
Oh.
You don't think it's Aphelion? I would say that you don't think it's an elemental. It's just some
Why
kind
did I-
of
Ugh.
magically enhanced bear of the swamp. And I'll go ahead and give you guys a closer picture of this thing.
I was thinking it was a dog.
Oh,
Look at that poor little caterpillar. Or maybe he's also an angry caterpillar. I don't
it's
know.
like a death swamp bear.
We didn't encounter that angry caterpillar.
That caterpillar is lunch.
Could be. Or it's a sidekick.
Oh shit! Coming in hot. It's his name is Robin.
Or no, it's like cricket that was with Mushu. That's what it is.
Okay.
You are one lucky cricket.
Wow. Well, don't do yourself a favor and don't Google annihilation bear.
Oh yeah, that thing's awful. Drew and I watched that movie
Yeah.
together.
Don't give him any
It was-
ideas.
It was like the most terrifying thing. Oh my
It was.
gosh.
I had nightmares about that for like a week.
I can believe it.
That was
Never
was
forget. Never forget
Terrible.
Annihilation Bear.
Terrifying. This guy looks really bad.
I love the art on it.
Me too.
It's got
Alright,
some
so-
Magic the Gathering vibes.
It probably is magic art. I haven't looked
is.
it up.
It's from
I figured.
Strixhaven. It's
Gotcha.
a plant dog.
It's a plant dog?
Yep, that's the
Nice.
creature types. Plant dog.
Honestly, it looks a lot like a bear here too, so
Yeah,
I
it does
used
look
it.
like a bear.
That's great.
alright,
Okay.
Aphelion, you're up.
Speaking of plant dogs,
I'm going to mark this creature as a favored foe and attack it twice with
Nice.
my arrows.
Okay.
It's that real. We don't
Yes, I'll just put that as to indicate it's a favored foe.
Alien's so OP.
Yep, both hit.
And
Wow.
first time on each of my turns when I hit the favored enemy, it deals an additional d6. So the first attack does an extra 5 force damage.
So 30 plus 7, 47 damage. Not bad.
Yep.
Oh,
bad for an
my
opening
God.
salvo.
You have taken
on.
2% of this bear.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll move a little bit closer, and that's it.
Okay. Alright, Brondir. You are up.
This bear on the ledge or just
He's kind of like on the edge, like part of his body is on the edge, trying to swipe at you.
right then? Well, let's take this. And I'm going to wield the hand axe and do 2 overhead blows. I think my rage is on right now, though.
Yeah, it is.
Is on.
It counts for rage.
Okay, yeah, it's on.
Okay, that is 16 plus 11,
Yeah.
You critted your slashing damage.
Nice.
27.
I'm going to do my second blow. Trying to get me. Hey. My guy has suddenly become Cockney.
For some reason.
Yeah.
When he rages, he goes Cockney.
Oh no.
$27 and 21. Assuming 20 hits.
What's
say, "Come on, then," and I'm willing to make a roar of my own.
Oh,
Oh, yes! All right.
jeez. So that
You have,
okay.
Thanks.
you have bear teeth, right?
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
He does. He's
I'm
got
my
the bear
own
totem
Bear versus
stuff.
bear.
Unbearable.
Oh man, it's barely.
So it's okay. It's how much damage is this total? Like 16
20.
plus 11, 27, 11. So 11, 10, 21, 27.
48. 48.
Dear Lord. Okay. And with that intimidation, he is going to attempt to back away.
It's an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Get in there.
What?
Get
He
in
backs
there.
away. I want to jump towards him with overhead axe.
Whoa.
Please, man. 15.
That is a miss.
Oof.
Worth a try.
So now he is going to submerge himself back into the water.
I'm standing on the water right now as I jump towards him.
Because you have a ring that can do that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about your ring. Yeah. You could see it.
I'm walking on the water, kind of looking around.
You notice that the bear like has gotten closer to the bottom, and then it obscured. It's now like digging at the bottom, and so it's just kicking up a bunch of mud and clouds. She's starting to lose sight of it.
Okay. I'm gonna walk back up on the deck.
All right, now it's its turn. And it is going to actually swim across. And leap out and attack Aphelion.
Oh no.
So you're going to need to make a strength saving throw to see if you are going to get grappled.
Yep.
Yep, Aphelion has been grappled.
Oh,
And it is now
no.
going to pull her under.
Shit. Can you remind us what that does?
It just means that she can't move anything.
Right.
She's underwater.
Right, so he's got her underwater now.
Can I see where they are? Can we
Yes.
see where it is? Okay.
You can for now. It is also going to, let's see, now it's going to make a bite attack.
Yikes.
Whoops.
Is that to me? Okay. That could have been worse.
Take 10 damage.
Okay.
Could have been way worse.
On your next turn, you will have the ability to, break free and stuff like that. But
Yep.
anyway, Gerbo.
Okay. When I see a felon get pulled under, I just cast Chaos Bolt.
Oh, what is this?
It's a
And you
crit.
crit, of course.
Oh,
gosh.
yeah. What does this do? What
Crit
is-
on both ends.
Yeah, it was crits only right there.
What does
Crits
this do?
only.
Send us the spell.
So Chaos Bolt.
So display on VTT is the one that.
This is Chaos Bolt. I get extra special stuff if I get the same. I did not get the same. If like in my damage, if I rolled like 2 4s or 2 2s or something, it arcs to a new person. But yeah,
That's interesting.
on a hit, the target takes 2d8 plus 1d6 damage.
Okay.
So 2d8 and then 1d6, which it looks like it critted as a 1. So it looks like my score is 16 plus 1. It says crit gives me +6, but I don't think that's true.
Yeah, it's just all the numbers.
All the numbers?
8 plus 16 plus 1 plus 6.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's all of those.
Oh, okay. This is 31.
Oof.
And you
What
rolled
kind of damage was it?
You rolled a 5 and a 3, so it can be fire or lightning.
I'm
a
gonna
cool
do
spell.
lightning. Because he's in water, so.
Does Chaos Bolt ricochet?
It only ricochets if I roll duplicates, and my
Got it.
damage was a 5 and a 3, so not 4 and
Okay.
4 or 2 and 2 or something.
All right.
Yeah, Chaos Bolt.
In that case, Ophelion's
Very,
gonna
very
take some lightning damage.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that was probably gonna happen, but if she was able to get released earlier, that I thought it might be worth it.
Right. So I guess it would be 8 lightning damage for Ophelion. Is it for Gerbo?
That's it.
All right, Chella.
Okay. All right. Okay. Chella is going to. She sees a failing get sucked under, and she gasps and she throws her hands through the air, like claps them as they go past each other, and casts Cyclonic Rift in the direction that Aphelion just got dragged down. So it's a strength check. It's a strength save for the monster. He's pretty strong, so I'm not optimistic, but it's worth a try.
Does he have to beat?
16.
Yeah, he got an 18.
Dang. Okay, so I'm trying to get her out of the water on a failed save. It's just I cast as a 3rd level, so it's 3d8 lightning, or no, it's half of 3d8 lightning damage and is not moved.
Okay, so let's roll 3d8 damage.
So it takes half of that. So it takes 8.
Yep,
Just 8.
Ophelion also takes 8 lightning damage.
It says just one target. It says one target. Does it have to hit her
Okay.
too?
I mean,
It says one.
they're both underwater, but
Okay.
I feel like the water aspect of it is pretty hard to get around.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to lightning damage, that is.
Okay. As a bonus action, Chella is going to see this spell fail and drop to her hands and knees and roar and take her wild shape as a giant alligator.
Oh.
Like the ones that
Cool.
we saw on our way into the swamp.
okay.
Let me look up the stats for an alligator real quick.
Frick.
And
This is a harsh move, by the way.
You
might regret this.
yeah, I get extra
That's a
HP.
power move.
Um,
Power move
Like
right there.
Are you like the Loki alligator?
or it's giving me crocodile, so I guess I'll be
Giant
crocodile.
I honestly don't know which is more in swamps or not.
I guess it depends where you are. Oh wait, here's giant.
American alligator.
If you're talking Everglades, it's both.
Of course, it's
Let me
both.
see. Let me see if I even have.
I guess it
if
could be either way then.
I gotta make sure I have the challenge rating ability to do this.
What's the challenge rating on that one?
So, just a second. I'll figure this out if you guys want to keep expanding the narrative. I don't want to hold us up because I haven't done this before. But
Well, it's now Aphelian's turn.
So how far underwater am I?
I would say this thing has managed to drag you down about 10 feet.
Okay, I'm going to try to stab it twice with, well, no, I think the only thing that would make sense is to try to stab it with with an arrow. I don't think I would be able to draw my weapon off my back.
Probably not. Probably
So-
not.
If you try to use a bow in melee range, it's disadvantage, but I believe it's going to be disadvantage anyway from being underwater. So I'm just
Right.
going to do what makes sense and try to basically stab it with arrows.
Makes sense to me.
Nice. If you stab it with arrows, does it have the same effect as a bow? Because it is an arrow.
Well, it would be disadvantage either way, so.
Right.
Oh, makes sense.
But is a hit.
So that is
Critted
gonna
on your
be
32.
it's gonna be force damage on the first hit. Actually, no, it's not. Sorry, I'm not using my bonus action for that. So it's not force damage. It's just
It would be piercing
yeah, the normal damage there.
because you're stabbing it.
Yep. And then I'll attack again with disadvantage.
Dude, Balian is pissed right now.
Yeah, that's another hit. Alright, so how do you want to kill this thing?
Oh shit!
hey, I just got in there.
I'm just
Shell
gonna
hops.
just gonna stab it with arrows, and then while I'm preparing to teleport, and I'm gonna face step into the air, 30 feet up in the air, and do like a flip and land on the shore right there. Not
I'm gonna
a,
see.
That's awesome.
and then turn around and prepare for it to come back out.
You're just gonna see a bunch of blood
Nice. It's
color the water, and it's
Let's go.
yeah. I guess it would just sink to the bottom.
All right, man.
That's awesome.
He wasn't quite as beefy as I thought he was going to be. I thought that was going to be the big ugly boss.
Listen,
She's
Aphelion
coming.
and Brondir dealt like a third of its health in one shot each. So
Insane. That's
a
insane.
bit insane.
Got lucky
I do.
rolls.
I
It
do
had
have the ability.
175 health. So anyway,
I do have the ability to become a crocodile. I do have the challenge rating ability to become a crocodile.
Are you still wanting to become one?
Yeah, that's what I did. I said I did it. So
Okay.
Are you just gonna follow us as a crocodile now?
yeah, I mean, why not? I get a ton of
Alright.
extra HP when I take my wild shape through symbiotic entity feature. So it's not a bad. It wasn't a waste, I guess. But Chella kind of splashes her crocodile tail, sadly that she didn't get to chomp at the big water bear.
Nice.
Right.
Okay. All right.
I'll be right back.
As Chella becomes the crocodile, I say to the group, I say, "It's gator season." As I'm trying to imitate Sammy.
in a very poor way.
Yeah. Gerbo's not a good impersonator. So Chella is now a crocodile. Is she? You think she's in the water?
I mean, shouldn't have to be.
Maybe not. It's true. Crocodiles can live on land too.
Yeah, they're just fine sunbathing. Just hanging out.
So, Gerbo, then, if we're gonna try and kind of assess where we go now, are we trying to cross the bridge? Felin, do you think we should cross the bridge?
It looks like we'll have to. She's gonna step out on the bridge with the arrow drawn, basically looking in all directions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be by a Felin as well. And then slowly kind of making our way forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking forward.
And Chella in gator form is with us, I'm sure.
You guys are able to get past the bridge without any other issues. Felian, one thing you notice is that as you're scanning around, looking around, your eyes are going to be drawn back to some movement you're seeing at this bear thing's corpse, and you get to see that it looks like there's a lot of like fish that are already starting to eat it.
Nice.
It checks out.
Like
As
piranhas.
Chella,
Kind of like piranha fish or something along those lines.
as Chella joins us on the shore as a crocodile, I like let her pass me, and then like I'd like jump on top of her, like and try to like ride Chella.
Chella's definitely not cool with that and is going to try to shake Gerbo off. So,
All right.
is this a strength contest with a crocodile?
Yes, it is. Acrobatics, my dude.
Oh my god, he's going to win. His
an
acrobatics are definitely. He has a plus 12 on acrobatics. Why do you guys force me into this humiliation every
Well, he
time?
will
A
that.
16.
Oh, tell us your old words.
Oof.
Wow. I just roll over on him.
Yeah.
That's
Acrobat.
true. It's true. And Gerbo goes, fine, I relent.
Man.
At her belly now.
Chella's a jet black crocodile, and the tips of the little scales along her back are white down the middle.
Creepy.
Good.
She's just gonna kind of like slither waddle across the terrain alongside
Yeah.
everybody.
There it is.
Look up a good crocodile walking video.
Elton John sang about that.
There you go.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys are able to cross the bridge, and you,
Sorry, singing Crocodile Rock.
crocodile what?
I was singing
The
Crocodile
song
Rock.
Crocodile.
Yeah, Crocodile Rock by Elton John.
I said crocodile walk.
So you guys are able to progress deeper into the swamp, and again, that sense, Chella, of someone watching you is beginning to intensify.
Yeah. I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do about it. I have no
And-
special powers. So
Iphelion, I want you to make a perception check. You should have advantage here because, well, swamp.
Alright, good thing.
Yeah, good thing. So as you guys are going deeper in, and there's more foliage and tree lines and just murky water to step through, you're going to see kind of almost hidden in plain sight in certain areas. Figures that seem to be posted up across the swampland you're traveling. See these.
Nice. Okay. Ooh, what are those? Do I know what those are? Oh no.
Shella, you're
Um,
only vaguely aware. Like, you think this is some sort of advanced form of what you have done previously with a zombie.
Yeah.
Except these are just, for now, stationary. They're just completely standing stock still.
These are crazy.
This is super interesting. It's really cool, Drew. Okay. It's like the Green Knight.
Oh,
I need to watch that.
It was a weird movie.
It was a weird movie. It was good though,
It was beautiful,
but it was
weird.
yeah, it's very weird.
Good. Right
Try
up
to
my
find-
alley then.
I'm gonna try to
Yeah,
find
actually.
traces of something living here.
Okay. That would be a survival, I think.
Me too. It's pretty lighting.
You do detect, you do find traces of things that are living here. Like, you find general wildlife, some snakes, crocs floating in the river. You also find bones strewn about. So, is that kind of what you're getting at,
I'm
or?
looking for an intelligent creature, a humanoid, that might live here.
Okay. Yeah, you do find what looks like um some bone piles, and by bone piles, like on the drier parts of the land, and even like in some of the lower hanging tree lines. It looks like there is something that is more intelligent that's kind of like gathering like food in other places.
I'm gonna try to follow those signs to wherever its home might be.
Okay. Does the rest of the party follow?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna have my crossbow out and just kind of like looking around behind us.
Okay. So, transition. So you guys are following Aphelian's footsteps, and eventually you encounter what appears to be an old ruin.
Cool. Ooh, interesting.
I like it.
I like these. I like these maps. They're quite fun.
Thank you. Only cost $5.
Aw.
Hey,
Thanks, Drew.
for the small price.
So the trail ends here in this area. Actually, hold on.
So, are we coming up from the bottom or from the top?
Coming up from up here.
Okay, cool.
Let me see. You're gonna see more of these um, mushroom guardians, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Guardians of the Mushroom Galaxy.
They're kind of strewn about. Again, they haven't reacted to your presence.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys are Nephelian, the trail that you have kind of takes you, like I said, just kind of in this general vicinity.
I'm not sure if we should announce ourselves or if we should sneak in there.
Chella hisses.
I look at Athelion and say, well, I think sneaking is probably more appropriate. I'm not sure with this one how much sneaking we're going to be able to do. Although I guess she does fit in.
Actually, I have a +2 to stealth, so take that. Chella's got her little croc claws on the ground, and she kind of sinks them in a little deeper and tries to kind of get back in tune with the earth and open her little crocodile mind and basically say, "Here we are."
Okay, so you're gonna talk to this person.
I don't think I can talk to her. I'm not telepathic.
But you are talking to her.
I'm establishing a presence.
Got it.
That's about all the little network is probably good for.
You don't see anything in your communing. It's still blacked out to you. But instead what you hear is almost excitement. It's not quite words. But you get the general feeling of excitement and, oddly enough, annoyance. And then moments later, you're gonna hear something moving over here.
Over where?
And you're gonna hear a voice say, do I have to? Where are they? And you're gonna see something jump out of this ruins area and kind of land right here, kind of perching itself on the stone wall.
Can't see it.
I know.
We couldn't
I don't.
bring it.
One more time.
I know you don't. Yeah, I don't have a token for it. But I'll just go ahead and show you this guy.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Oh, this is so good. That was such good timing, you guys. I'm so excited.
Jetty, this is freaking amazing.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be an alligator versus a crocodile.
Oh my god, can I understand him? Is he talking in common or is he talking
He is talking in
Croc?
common.
Oh, okay.
He looks
All
down
right,
on y'all and he says,
Croc
the mistress. She wishes to see you.
We've come to speak to her.
Good.
Does she know we killed her bear?
Now she does.
Yes.
Good.
Kella hisses.
Now come. Follow me.
Jet, a crocodile's here. Because you don't really care.
I'm gonna heal myself.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Again.
Well,
And I think that's where we're gonna probably end for this session.
Oh, no.
That's such a good cliffhanger.
So much suspense.
Look at that.
It was fun.
That was a good
Right.
cliffhanger, Drewski.
It was. I've got to
Yeah.
remember that I ended the session as Crocchella.
Chella.
Yeah,
It's like that's the Swamp Music Festival.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, is that a
No,
good-
I
Where you put like moss in your hair instead of dandelion.
Yeah, that's great.
no, I forgot about the. I don't know why I forgot Cella can commune, but that was the perfect timing. It was either that or you guys are going to end up fighting some of these things for a bit.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
cool.
Good call.
So
Yeah, I know we never really talked about the mechanics of it, but I feel like, yeah, we've done it a few times in the story. Thank you for giving us artistic liberty.
no, it's fine. It's great.
So I'm so excited for the next session. I wasn't expecting all of the circle of spores overlap stuff. I'm very
Yeah.
intrigued.
Chella's like more spores, more spores.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Or
it's like how
spores.
did because so in the lore of Palan, there's like a humanoid group that exited Altera, the other
Yes.
continent, before the human exodus, like the slave human exodus.
Right.
And those groups are the ones that established the druid circles and like worshipped the gods of Palan before, like the nature gods, and they established the druid circles, and so. But there were like there are like two different circles within the order of spores. There's the Twilight Circle of Spores, and there's the Circle of Twilight in the order of dusk, and they all use the same kind of magic.
Yep.
And since Valkyra is the leader, Chella thinks she knows everybody everyone and everybody who does this magic. So it's weird, and I'm like, was there some other faction that we didn't know about, or is this like one of our members that got away, or like how did this rando, because her magic's different, so she's been separate for a long time, so like how did that happen? Chella, I'm just super pumped.
Maybe you're the
Super
faction that broke away, and you're the bad guy.
Maybe we're the bad
Oh.
guys. Yeah, I don't know what she's gonna think of us.
You've broken. You have broken from the old ways.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, maybe we're doing it wrong and we're blasphemers. So when are we gonna do this again?
Good question.
My Callie.
My schedule's pretty good this month.
You should find time to make an in-person session.
It's not that good.
We'll just all come to Dallas.
Yeah, you could.
Just like, ooh.
So far.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, anytime. You guys know you're welcome anytime. Any and all of you.
It's so fun.
Uh,
We were talking to somebody this weekend about the Dallas Comic Con.
Yeah, my friend Stephanie goes most years. So yeah, I don't know. Do we want to try every other week, or do we want to try to fit one in next week, or what do you guys think?
I'm game for either way.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
I'm
like
also
good
game
brains.
either way. I'm gonna be moving into my new house, so just need to plan around that. I don't have like set dates.
Oh,
Eventually, I think.
According to Sydney, you're moving in on the 6th.
oh, there you go.
Yes, many things are according to her. So. It's
I mean,
I am starting an adult volleyball league this fall, and it'll be every Tuesday night. I think next Tuesday.
That's fun.
that's fun.
Yeah, so it's going to be like all the team I'm on are all parks, recreation, and city planners. So
That's cool.
That's great.
So then, should we try for like? So next week's your move week for sure, Zach.
I'm not moving in any faster than I have to.
Well, the 6th is
Okay.
Wednesday, so
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe Tuesday.
Tuesday is when I had that volleyball. So
Oh.
Monday or Wednesday will be fine. So
So the-
she wants us to go to Little Rock this weekend, and I'd rather just move my own stuff this weekend instead of going to her friend's fall party. But it's just me.
What about the 6th? What about the 6th then?
Yeah, let's do the 6th.
Is it her friends?
I don't have anything on that date other than Sydney telling me I'm moving that day.
That is the 8th anniversary of our first date,
That's cute.
October 6th.
That's,
That's
cute.
cute.
You can celebrate
We're
it
still on our-
D&D.
That's right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
kept the
You ever know
romance
you're gonna
going.
be this nerdy?
Right? No
I-
kidding. I love it.
yeah.
Jet was always this nerdy.
Yeah, I think I probably knew. Gareth didn't know. You're welcome.
Oh, before we go,
Sweet.
Jet. Wheel of Time.
I know. What do you think of the trailers?
Cautiously optimistic. That's all I can be.
Really? So
Yep.
I'm in a pickle though, because I'm about halfway through the 3rd book, because I'm having to take it at a glacial pace with my job, but I'm kind of scared to watch it because I think they're trying to mesh several books together, and I don't want it to spoil anything.
Right. That's probably the case. I know that is going to end up being a benefit.
Yeah.
Probably after the 6th, 7th book. Because
Yeah.
when you get into like 8, 9, and 10, and 11, that's where things begin to really drag out.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, Robert Jordan, he's very detail oriented, but perhaps a little too much so sometimes.
In my
So which
opinion,
one's- Huh?
I was gonna say, in my opinion, you want to watch the show or the movie first. Because if you
Oh, really?
every time I've read the books first, I always hate the show or movie and am very disappointed by it.
Yeah.
When you watch the show or movie
yeah,
first, you're like,
that's true.
it's cool, and then the books are even cooler. So
Right.
Yeah.
it's better that way.
I think I agree. Like every time, like Brett and I have always been like kind of jaded by what we see
Yeah.
when we read the
that's
books
true.
first.
Y'all,
What surprised me about the trailers, and of course I'm interested to see if the series reflects this, but the trailers seem to focus a lot on the Aes Sedai, which like almost as though they're going to be the central characters rather than like Rand the protagonist. As for right now,
I've got a feeling that they might start it off that way because there is a prequel
Yeah.
that focuses on Moraine
Yeah.
and Lan.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So
That's
it's
cool.
very possible that that's the angle they're going off of.
That's cool. Yeah, because I feel like so much of it, but then again, there were characters that were identifiable, that seemed to be like portraying Moraine and like some of the Red Aja, and so I don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. Garrett's gonna be the face and he's like, Jet, you're saying nerdy fantasy stuff.
I love it.
Yeah, they're so good. They're so
No, they're
good.
good. They're good.
Well, it's the Wheel of Time has a pretty interesting take on magic in general. I would say
Mm-hmm.
very gender, like very gendered magic.
Yeah, there's definitely some sexism in this. A fair amount of it, but I can get past it because the narrative's so good. I mean, the whole portrayal of what is her name? She's one of the cursed. What are they called? I haven't actually picked it up in a few weeks. One of the Forsaken is like the super beautiful seductress woman. And I'm like, every time I read those passages, I'm like, oh my gosh. like
bosom.
every like every 70s like nerd wet dream. I'm like, oh come on. But for the most part, they're so imaginative. I love it. Actually, Drew, this is going to seem random, but it's the point, I promise. I've been listening to the Yale Open lecture series. This is like back in 2010, 2011, Yale recorded a bunch of their intro courses and posted syllabi and all of the required readings and all of the recorded lectures to a free platform online, and anybody can watch these introductory courses. And I've been listening to the one on Introduction to the Hebrew Bible.
Yeah.
So like most of the Old Testament on my drives in and out of work. And there's a lot of discussion, and it examines the Bible through like literary, historical,
Right.
and
critical.
archaeological, correct, literary criticism. It's a very scholarly approach to it, and so there's a lot of discussion of like comparing, the evolution of Judaism and Yahwism, to the evolution of surrounding ancient Sumerian religions. And a lot of the analogies that they make have been reminding me of the